Imagine driving to work, and suddenly, BAM! Smoke pours from your engine. The mechanic says it's a $1,000 fix. Do you have the cash, or are you reaching for a credit card? If you're panicking, you are not alone. According to a recent Bankrate survey, over half of Americans cannot cover a basic $1,000 emergency using just their savings. When life throws you a curveball, and it always does, without a cash safety net, one bad day can spiral into months of toxic, high-interest credit card debt. That sinking feeling in your stomach, that's financial vulnerability. It happens when you are living paycheck to paycheck, hoping your tires don't pop or your fridge doesn't die. Every dollar you earn is already assigned to rent, groceries, and bills. There's absolutely zero margin for error. You are essentially walking a financial tightrope without a net. And when you use a credit card for an emergency, you aren't just paying for the repair. With 20+% interest, you're paying a penalty for being broke. This cycle of debt keeps you stressed, exhausted, and unable to build real wealth. But there is a surprisingly simple shield against this chaos, and it starts today.
Enter the emergency fund. Think of it as financial shock absorbers for your life. It is cash set aside specifically to cover unexpected essential expenses. Notice the word unexpected. An emergency fund is for a sudden job loss, a trip to the ER, or a busted transmission. It is insurance you pay to yourself.
What is it not for? It is not a vacation fund. It is not for upgrading your phone, and it is definitely not for buying concert tickets.
So, how much do you actually need? The golden rule in personal finance is saving enough to cover 3 to 6 months of your essential living expenses.
Notice I said essential expenses. If you lose your job, you only need to cover the bare minimums: rent or mortgage, groceries, utilities, and debt minimum payments. You don't need to replace your entire income. Dining out, subscriptions, and new clothes are cut from the budget during a crisis. Only calculate the survival number.
For example, if your bare bones expenses are $2,000 a month, your total emergency fund goal should sit between $6,000 and $12,000.
Why not just 1 month? Because if the economy dips and you lose your job, finding a new one often takes several months. 1 month is too risky.
And why not save for a whole year? Because cash loses value over time due to inflation. Keeping too much cash means missing out on investing growth.
So, where should you keep this money? Never put it in a regular checking account where you might accidentally spend it, or where it earns 0 interest.
Instead, open a high-yield savings account, or HYSA. These accounts are free, incredibly safe, and they pay you much higher interest just for parking your money there.
A high-yield savings account keeps your money liquid. That means if your dog eats a sock on Sunday night, you can transfer the cash immediately to pay the vet.
Whatever you do, do not invest your emergency fund in the stock market. Stocks are fantastic for long-term wealth, but they are volatile in the short term.
If the stock market crashes the same week you lose your job, your safety net vanishes exactly when you need it most. Keep it in cash. To recap the rule, 3 to 6 months of essential living expenses kept perfectly safe and liquid in a high-yield savings account. It's that simple. Building this fund might seem overwhelming, but you don't have to do it overnight. The secret is starting small and making it entirely automatic. Set up a direct deposit rule so that every payday, 10% of your check goes straight to the emergency fund before you even see it. Month by month, that pile grows. Suddenly, you have $1,000, then $3,000. You are literally buying your own peace of mind. Then, the inevitable happens. A year later, your car brakes start grinding. It is an $800 emergency. But this time, it's different. You don't panic. You don't use the high-interest credit card. You simply transfer the cash from your HYSA, pay the mechanic, and go on with your life. An emergency fund changes everything. It turns a life-ruining crisis into a mere inconvenience. Remember, 3 to 6 months of essentials locked in a high-yield savings account. Don't wait until the car breaks down or the storm hits. Calculate your survival number tonight, open that account, and start automating your peace of mind. If this video helped you build your financial safety net, hit that subscribe button. Welcome to Money Tunes Lab, where we animate your path to wealth. See you next time.